Alicia, thanks for jumping on the OP show today.
Absolutely.
So
Thanks
this is kind of like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So Alicia is local to Park City, Utah.
Yeah.
You've been there for how many years?
3 years.
3 years. Okay, where'd you move from?
Seattle, Washington.
Great.
So spent 5 years in Seattle, Washington. And before that, I was in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. Before that, I was in New York City.
Yeah.
Before that, I was in Philadelphia.
Rich what?
Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then before that, I was in New York City. Before that, I was in Pennsylvania. I grew up in the suburbs of Philly, and then I lived in Philly for a number of years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you didn't ask that, but I just figured I'd give you the whole...
give you the whole scoop.
the
Yeah,
whole
so
run.
we want to obviously get to know you, get to know the business of Dorai Home.
Yeah.
She's the CEO there. Understand, obviously what brought you to that. And then we're going to jump into a few different segments on the OP show. So it's broken down in like 3 different segments. It's kind of like the Tonight Show, where we're going to get pretty interactive with some of these things. And then obviously the first segment's going to be out of the box. We do this with everyone. It's to get to know you better personally, and then, excuse me, to get to know the business better as well. What you guys are planning on doing this year, things, new exciting things that are going to be coming out from product standpoint, whatever else.
Yeah.
New initiatives. So that's kind of the synopsis of it, and then we'll just jump into things.
Very
if
cool.
you're ready.
I was born ready.
You were born ready.
You know who I learned that from?
Who'd you learn that from?
Your son.
Yeah. Augie, shout out Augie.
Shout out
if
to
you're at
Augie.
home, Daddy loves you. So does Alicia. Loves your lines, your one-liners.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Awesome. Okay, so if you had a celebrity assistant, who would that be? Like a personal assistant, celebrity. It could be a football player. I know you're a big sports fan.
Yeah.
Talk to me about who that is and why.
Well, I mean, I feel like we were just kind of talking about this, but like if I could choose anyone, I guess right now it's very topical, but I'd choose Jason Kelsey.
Really?
Because he's just hilarious.
Good guy.
Easy to get along with.
Yeah.
Kind of guy you could drink a beer with.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we would
maybe chug a few beers with.
Yeah, he's a big, not necessarily my forte. I'm not like a Nick Foles caliber chugger, but I mean, I like a good time.
Yeah.
So I feel like
that's
we
what
would
Jason Kelsey is.
Yeah, exactly.
And, he is America's sweetheart.
Exactly. It's like Taylor Swift and Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Which is weird because, of the brother, but it's still very, I think that's accurate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And he's obviously...
Well, he's looking for a job.
He's looking for a job.
Right?
So he's in the job market.
Jason, if you're watching this,
I'm here.
I'd love to have you.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and obviously he's a big beefy guy. He could protect you in areas where might be a little sketchy, like we were just talking about before this.
Yes, exactly. So it's always good to
A
have.
lot of wins.
The mean streets of Park City. You just never.
You never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. What is the most unusual or unexpected skill that you have that others don't know about?
Oh my gosh, most unusual skill that I've acquired or that I have that others don't know about.
Mm-hmm. And as it pertains to running a business as well.
Yeah, that's a really good question because I don't know that my skills are all that remarkable or, unique. I think that they're just using them for good instead of evil,
I love that. With great power comes...
Great responsibility. Exactly.
Right.
Like I was trying to explain to my son before I left today, like, Mommy's going to go talk. And I tell him, Mommy talks for a living. And our pediatrician's like, this baby won't shut up. I'm like, I know. He goes, fine, honestly. So maybe like it just comes down to like my ability to communicate.
Yeah.
I think like also I never take myself too seriously.
Nice.
People are like, actually, I couldn't because people are often like, "You're the CEO of a company," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Like, so people keep me pretty humble, and I think like one thing that I always will be is like just super authentic. Like I say dog when I'm talking to people, and like people are like, "Oh, it's weird flex for a CEO," and I'm like, "Well, this is just who I am."
Yeah.
And so I think that's maybe unique to me in that like I'm not gonna really change who I am to like further my career. I feel good about how it's going.
Yeah. I
no
love
reason.
That. I think the authenticity piece, and I've seen a little bit in that same regard, is that there's a level of trust to when you're being your full self. And there's not like a clear, it's funny because like a lot of people are like, well, there needs to be a clear delineation between who you are at home versus who you are at work. And I think the more that we do that, I think there is kind of like this trust breach where it's like, okay, well, which version of Alicia or which version of Tanner am I going to get today?
Yeah, or is
right?
the real one?
Yeah, or which one is
Yeah.
the real one, right? It's kind of like this imposter syndrome. So I appreciate that the authenticity aspect. And one thing, obviously, I don't know if anyone else knows this, but we met 1 week ago.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like I've known you for a long time just because you've been so authentic.
I'm an open book.
You're an open book.
Yeah.
And I think that goes a long ways for your employees, one, but also for people that you're working with on the customer side as well.
Absolutely. And I think like we've talked a little bit about this even. It's all about trust. Like if, I think it's easier to trust someone if you feel like they're being their real self or like just kind of keeping it real with you.
Yeah.
It just, I think, extends this opening or this olive branch of trust automatically, where you don't feel like you need to earn it or gain it because it's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I love that. Okay, this is more of a surface level question.
Yeah.
When you go to the office, I know you have one here in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like an all-time favorite snack that's on repeat, that's on subscription, that's coming to the office that you're just like, hey, when I go into the office today, I get a little sweet treat?
So I wouldn't say it's a snack. We're really beverage heavy at the office.
Yeah,
so
same.
I would say when I go into the office and there's Liquid Death Rest in Peach. If you've ever had the peach iced tea.
Shout out.
It's shout out to Liquid Death.
Yeah, okay.
The peach iced tea is phenomenal. So when I go in and we're stocked with peach iced tea, I am stoked.
You're cranking those.
Yeah. I'm like, this is gonna be a good day. Like,
love
it's
that.
good. Yeah.
I'm a drink guy as well. I probably put down, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone else in the room, I would say probably 7 to 10 drinks per day.
Well, I think that's very Utah.
Water
that's
is
on brand for Utah.
sprinkled in there.
Yeah, like a splash of
one
water here, but a lot of caffeinated beverages
That's
is
right.
how we roll.
Yeah, Diet Cokes on
Love
repeat. Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, if you could swap roles with any employee at your company for a day, who would that be and why?
Oh, geez, Louise. If I could swap roles with anyone in the company for a day, who would it be and why?
Or anyone at any
Honestly,
company.
Oh, any company.
No, let me do yours first.
Okay.
I'm just branching out because you're like, do I?
At first, I think like we have 2 co-founders that were husband and wife, Jason and Kelsey. They're amazing. Kelsey's day job is.
Wait, did you say Jason and Kelsey are your co-founders' names, and you would spend the day with Jason Kelsey?
Yeah, that is. I have
That's
thought
pretty
about
ironic.
that. It is very unique that that's their names. But Kelsey's day job is at Google,
Yeah.
and like I have done like the big company thing. I was
Yeah.
at Amazon. I was at Walmart. So like I would not want to live her day job. She's a rock star and she's brilliant.
Yeah.
But like it sounds very intense
Yeah.
at Google, especially right now.
Yeah.
And so Jason owns his own business and they do product development, so like design, engineering, manufacturing, and they work with so many different cool brands. And I really don't know anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like I would love to sit in some of those meetings and hear like what are people
What's
trying to
going on?
build? You
Yeah.
know, what's the next great entrepreneur in Utah working on?
Yeah.
I think that would be rad.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
So just kind of be a fly on the wall in those meetings?
Yeah, like I think that they're up to some really cool stuff. So shout out to Klugonics. That's Jason's design and engineering and
A lot of plugs in this episode, yeah.
I know. Are
we're
we
getting
sponsored yet? Are we?
Not
is
yet.
the
This is
question.
actually,
Okay,
this is our mission here.
Yeah. Okay. perfect.
Eventually, hey, Liquid Death, Jason
Klugonics.
Kelsey.
Yeah. Fabulous.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So same question, but at any company now.
Any company. I'd probably be Roger Goodell.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because I feel like,
For the audience at home, Roger Goodell.
yeah,
Who is that?
the commissioner of the National Football League.
Okay.
So like I figure, go big, right?
Yeah.
And it would just be fun to like, one, what's he doing? Like
What do you do,
in the
guy?
off season?
Yeah.
Or like just thinking about new rules and like trying to ruin the game. Like I'd be interested to know what's going on over
Yeah.
there. And I mean, I don't know what one day of
Goodell,
pay
Roger
is,
Goodell,
but
yeah.
probably good.
Yeah.
Like I'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, access to that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just seems like that would be a great job to have for a day.
What's one of the rules that he's recently released that has put a damper on the game of American football?
I mean, it's so hard to say just one, but I and this wasn't necessarily just recent, but like I hate that football games can end in a tie. Like a tie,
Yeah.
like just keep
Give me
it
a
going.
break.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's just the vibes are low when there's a tie.
Yeah.
You know, I'd
Super
rather
low.
actually lose.
Yeah.
Like and then
At least it's over.
and then we know, like, okay, we lost this one. What do we fix? It's like we tied. It's like, all right, we still need to fix a lot, but this feels like it's extra icky. That's my ick, is a tie.
That's your ick, is a tie in football.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Okay, and then last question for out of the box, so that we understand you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Dream life.
Yeah.
What does that look like? If you could have that tomorrow, what would that be?
Yeah.
Outside of being the commissioner of the National Football League.
For sure.
That sounds like a dream.
Well, that is a dream, but I feel like I might need like a law degree. There's a lot I think that potentially I missed the mark on if I wanted to do that. I guess there's never too late. But I would say, like, honestly, my dream life would be to like live, I don't know, like probably like a very quiet life where like I was just spending time with my family. It's like going to be the super boring answer. Yeah. Like I would love to have my own lifestyle brand and just kind of do my own thing. And I don't know. I would probably keep it. Like I'd love to be someone who's really rich, but like no one knows that. You know what I mean? Where you never worry about money, but you don't have to like do a lot or talk about it, or you know, you could just spend time with your family and like rock like a fun sports car and take some rad trips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a great dream life.
Yeah.
Cool. So that concludes segment number 1. We're going to jump into segment number 2, which is actually called Philly Trivia.
Oh wow! So
we're
this
doing
is
sports
very.
trivia. Yeah.
Oh my God! This is
tailored to Alicia.
I'm scared. This is scaring the bejesus out of me. I hope you gave me some layups. Okay.
I actually didn't put this together. Reba did. So Reba.
Okay, perfect.
We're going to give you a little taste. Okay, so this is segment number 2.
Okay.
Alicia from Philly.
Yes.
We put together the Philly sports trivia.
Okay.
Specifically for you.
Yes, thank you.
This has nothing to do with Dorai Home.
Okay.
But we'll get there.
Which makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Dorai Home not being from Philly.
Yeah.
5 questions. When you miss a question,
yeah,
or if you get a question wrong, you have to eat a warhead.
Okay, this is my
which is in my pocket. It hasn't been in my
Okay.
pocket for long, maybe about 15 minutes.
So there's lint.
So it's room
involved
temperature.
at the same time. Okay,
Yeah, not too warm.
Perfect.
There's lint involved.
Okay.
Maybe something else unexpected.
Okay.
Hopefully nothing else. Yeah.
Same.
Anyway, so we're gonna jump right into it.
Whew. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Segment number 2, Philly sports trivia. Let it rip.
Okay.
First question: which Philadelphia Eagles player holds the record for the most career passing yards?
Geez, it's probably Randall or McNabb, because they're the only ones that have been there for like a long time.
Let me stop you there. Let me see the answer. Donovan McNabb. That's it.
There we
counting
go.
that one.
Hey! All right.
Okay, question number 2. Which Philadelphia Phillies player holds the record for the most career home runs?
Wow. Okay. This is.
Knock him out of the park.
I know. I mean,
Just hitting.
I know.
Hitting dingers.
Well, I mean, the Phillies have just been a franchise for a very long time.
Yeah, very long time.
And like we've got some great home run hitters now, but
Shout out
some of them,
Bryce Harper.
I was gonna say some of them haven't been there that long, like
Yeah.
a Bryce Harper. And
Yeah.
as much as I love Bryce, which is a lot,
Yeah.
he has been injured a little bit as a Philly, so I
Yeah.
don't think it's Bryce.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I mean, it could be. I mean, I guess I could just take a wild guess.
Take a wild guess. I'm just gonna get this
Can I
warhead
I was
out
gonna
of my
say, can I
pocket.
get a hint? Like
Hints,
what?
get a hint.
Like what? Do we have a
What does the
range
first name
in which
start
he
with?
played, or a range in which he played, like years?
Okay, we're gonna get a hint.
I'm totally okay. All right, I can just
So
guess.
this is
I'll guess.
guess.
But I mean, this guess is gonna be wrong. Is it like a modern player or not a modern player? Can you at least tell me that, Jordan? Modern. Okay. Chase Utley. It's gonna be wrong, but oh, this hurts. Who is it? Oh my God! That's
It's
not
Mike Schmidt.
modern. I mean, it's modernish, fine. But Mike Schmidt is literally who my nephew Mikey is named after, Michael
Really?
Jack, and we have the same birthday. Me and Mike Schmidt. 9/27. So like, I
9/27.
can't believe I didn't guess that. That hurts. That hurts.
Kate,
Yeah.
do we make her eat it now? I think we do. And then she has to answer the next one.
I said modern, and I think I skewed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was
You're
thinking
thinking like
last 15 years,
Yeah,
20
yeah.
years. Yeah. So, but that's fine. It's, these are the breaks. I should have went with, my hero.
Who shares the birthday with
Literally
you?
who my nephew is named after, and I have the same
That's
birthday.
so wild. Okay, we're gonna open this up for you.
Okay.
And then this is black cherry flavor.
Okay,
I'm just gonna dump this
fabulous.
out into your hand.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was just like loose in your pocket. This is actually much better than I expected.
No, they're packaged. They're individually wrapped. Yeah.
Fabulous. What a treat.
Okay, so you're gonna pop it in, and then I'm gonna ask the next question. Okay, go for question 3.
Oh my God.
In what year did the Phillies win their first World Series title?
First. Okay. Oh God. Well, I will tell you, I was living in Philadelphia during their last one. It was really fun. Their first, I want to say.
First one.
Oh God, it was like 50 years before the last one. So like, no. There's like a 97, but I think there's one before that. Oh, let's call it.
Listen, I'm not from Philadelphia.
I know. This is really tough, but I'm going to call it like.
Just get close.
Here's your hand. They've only won 2.
Okay. This helps. Because I know the one I was living in Philadelphia, and I think it was about 20 years difference. I'm going to say 97. Oh,
1980.
man. I was
That's tough.
Way off.
That's tough.
Yeah, that hurts.
Okay, so you
another?
have one in your mouth right now. We're going to give you another one. It's going to be a different flavor, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, no, actually, it's going to be the same flavor.
Okay.
So at least you're not mixing. It's not a concoction of different flavors.
And for the record, I'm not like a sour candy person,
Yeah,
I'm
throw
like
another one on. Okay.
like a no candy. Well, no, not a no candy, but like no sour candy person,
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, that's
like
great.
this has probably been since '97 since I've had one of these. So it's very.
It's the last time since they won a World Series. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question 4. Who's the all-time leading scorer for the 76ers?
Allen Iverson.
AI. There it is.
Nailed it.
There
Thank
it
God.
is.
I would be so mortified if
Yeah.
I like missed a bunch of these.
Yeah.
At least I've got 2 now.
Joel
I'm 2
Embiid
and
might be
2.
catching up. 2 and 2.
Okay.
Okay, last one. Who is the longest tenured head coach in the history of the Philadelphia Eagles?
I mean, it's got to be. I think it's probably Andy Reid. But unless there was someone there much longer before that, which
That's right. Andy was there a while.
he was there a while.
He's got quite the coaching tenure.
I know, and I'll tell you, behind the cameras, they're not giving me any indication. Like, yeah. They're like, don't know, sucks to suck. So, all right. So,
Okay, let's see.
I'll guess Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
Oh yeah, all right. I'll take
Nice.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5
bad.
ain't bad.
It ain't bad. And I feel like I would have got the Schmidt one if I had better.
Yeah.
I asked for help.
The hint was
so that's
bad.
why.
The hint was coming from someone that
they
don't understand Philly sports.
And I was thinking this is more like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like Lifeline. You know,
Yeah.
like I was asking for a hint.
Yeah.
None of that was actually ever introduced.
No, it
like
was
that
not.
was okay. I'm having the last one.
Okay, last one. Good for you. Knocking them back. Okay, third segment of the OP show. Alicia, Dorai Homes, is the Price is Right based on Walmart prices from today.
Okay.
So as of last updated early March 2024.
Okay.
Updated today.
Oh, today. As of literally today.
Literally today.
Okay, cool. So literally today.
Okay.
Those are getting sour.
They're like starting
They're
to calm
calm
down,
down.
but yeah, it's still. I
Okay.
wouldn't say I'm enjoying it.
Okay, perfect. Exactly where we want you. So the Price is Right. We can't overshoot the price. So if we both lowball, it's whoever's closest to the actual price of
Okay.
the goods.
Got it.
And I think there's how many slides? 5?
6.
Six slides.
Okay.
So we have the opportunity to tally some things up here.
I feel like so living where I live again. I'm gonna
Park
call
City.
Really
She lives in Park
stop.
City. Yeah.
There's literally only 2 grocery stores. One of them is Walmart, and I get deliveries from Walmart all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling confident going into
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the rest of us, we go to Walmart and pick up our groceries, and we shop at the store like most normal people. Alicia is in the upper echelon.
Yeah, these
of
normies in the valley.
deliveries, yeah. That's right. Everything delivered. That's right. Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
So we have Dune 2 collectibles action figures. One on the left is, I don't remember the character's name, but it's Fade. Cool.
Okay.
And then on the right, Timothy Chalamet.
Oh wow.
His character's name is Paul.
Okay.
So what are you guessing here?
Well,
What's
so
the
like,
price of these guys?
Can I ask a question? Like, what's the size? Just like standard action figure size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, we're talking like maybe this big.
Okay. Also, I'll say like $24.95.
No. You haven't been shopping
No.
recently? Yeah.
No.
In store.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna say $34.99.
Wow. Yeah.
Close. $39.99.
Wow.
Those are
my
expensive toys.
kid's like mostly into Elmo. He's one,
Yeah.
so like this would terrify him.
Terrifying. That
So
guy's
this is
got
hard.
that guy's scary. Fade is
Well, that
terrifying.
makes sense. Okay.
Okay, next one. Great value, white large eggs, 12 count. So just a dozen of eggs from Walmart.
This is again, I'm gonna come off as the most out of touch person in America, but my husband only eats pasture raised eggs. So
You hear that? Only the best for Jake.
our eggs are like $6.50 for a dozen, which I know is not the norm. So I have to assume regular eggs are like under $5. Let's call it $4.09.
Okay, I'm gonna say $2.86.
Darn!
We both overshot it. Wow.
Wow.
I was close.
Okay.
It's $2.64.
So I'm getting robbed on these pasture
You're getting
eggs.
absolutely right.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to talk to
So
you.
let me say this. In the valley where we live, we actually have a neighbor that has chickens, and he's delivering those every week to us.
Wow, and like what's that
neighbor.
cost you?
Nothing. Free.
Wow.
$3.99.
This is, it costs a
Shout out Fred.
More
neighbor.
reasons it costs to live in
Yeah.
Park City. Woo! Yeah. The gas to get down here. I'm not getting free eggs. We're buying them from a pasture. Okay. All right.
It's a bad deal.
I'm getting robbed.
It's a bad deal.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next one. Okay, Penn Championship Extra Duty Tennis Balls. So we're talking about that can.
I know-
Lid
I
comes
know it
on
well.
top. You pop that open. That smell of fresh tennis balls. You're getting out there on a nice warm spring day.
Yeah. Can't tell you the last time I played tennis. I played some pickleball though.
Yeah. So is everyone else.
Yeah, this says America's #1 selling ball. I'm like, are you sure? But sure, Penn. I mean, I don't know who does your marketing. I believe it actually. I take it back. Again, this is like, I totally have no clue, but I'll say like $14.95.
Yeah, I'm gonna say $6.99.
Dang!
$6.99 on the dot. That's got to be
So
worth like 10
bad.
points.
I hope my mom does not watch this because my mom always gives me like a hard time about like, do you look at price tags? Do you have any idea? And I'm like, I
shop for the
do.
branding.
I swear, but
Yeah.
like I get excited when I see a discount. But
Yeah.
I guess I just you wouldn't believe that I look at price
So
tags.
let
at
me
all if
let me
watch
ask you this: if we were to put up Dorai's website right now without prices,
I would know them.
every single one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
maybe we try. Okay, next one: Reese's 12-pack.
A 12-pack. Wow.
Yeah, a 12-pack of Reese's cups.
What a
I'm
treat.
not sure I've ever bought 12 Reese's cups.
I will tell you, have you ever had like a Reese's like egg or a Reese's
Yeah, of course.
tree
Yeah.
pumpkin? So much better than the cup.
way better.
It's like I would love to know, Hershey Company, hit me. Like,
Yeah.
what are people buying these still? Do people
Who's
know
buying
about
these?
the
Yeah.
eggs and the
Yeah.
trees and the pumpkins? Are so much better.
Well, just make them year round. That's all I'm
Yeah.
asking.
It's
right. And
true.
maybe actually hold the phone. Maybe they taste better because, hey, when I'm eating the tree, I've got the spirit of Christmas. I'm filled with the spirit
It's true.
of jolly old Saint Nick.
I'm just realizing now that egg season is upon us, and like egg
Close.
is my favorite version of the Reese's.
That's right.
So, like-
but you can't get a 12-pack of Reese's eggs
No.
for less than $6.99. There's no way.
No
Not in
way.
today's economy.
Absolutely not. Inflation, absolutely not.
Absolutely
So
not. Okay,
these
so what are we
are-
thinking? We went on a tangent.
I
What
know,
are- price?
509.
I'm gonna say 508. Wow, that's cheap. That's not too bad.
I know, I guess I
$2.37.
should treat myself because frankly,
Let's go grab a
it's
pack
steal.
after this. Yeah. Frankly, I'm losing money if I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Nintendo Switch with Mario Kart 8.
Okay.
Didn't even know there was 8 of them.
Wow.
I'm gonna say $159.99.
I'm going to say 158.
$339. Nintendo.
You are kidding me.
That's crazy.
Wow.
For,
Okay,
for
still.
Mario Kart, you can just get Mario Kart as an app on your
And
phone.
I thought, like, how much does a game alone cost? I thought like $60. Is that
I
totally
think
off?
a game is like, Talmadge, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's like $50 for a game. On the Switch, maybe?
PlayStation guy.
PlayStation guy.
Okay. Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Okay, wow.
Last one.
Real kick in the teeth. Okay.
Ooh, Blue Diamond ceramic non-stick fry pan / skillet, 8-inch fry pan. Well, let me ask you this. In the description of the product, are you a fry pan / skillet, or are you an 8-inch fry pan? It's a compounding
I see what you're
description.
saying there. This is like very
It's like, hey,
Amazon-y.
yeah.
You know, Amazon. Have you ever sent like something from Amazon to someone and it just gives like the whole listing name that's there? And you're
It's
like,
like a
sorry,
CVS
now like
receipt.
the whole,
Yeah.
exactly. The whole
much.
text message is messed up. Yeah, it sucks.
Terrible.
All right, this is,
I think before we guess the price, I'm just looking at this pan. Doesn't even compare to Hexclad.
no,
Shout out to Hexclad. Shout out to
Yes.
Michael Ludwig.
he is brilliant. I'm delighted to have met him, frankly.
Great pans.
Yeah.
And this is
Heck of a good deal on pans. I
Yeah.
mean, like for the quality. Again, I don't want to seem totally out of touch. People Google what that costs. They're like, great deal. I'm like, no, for the quality it is.
quality is, yeah. Quality's there.
And quality is there.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess for this garbage pan,
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess $34.99.
I'm gonna guess $24.99.
Okay. $13.47.
Finally.
That is
Finally.
you got that one.
Yeah.
But actually you overshot it. We both overshot it.
Oh, you had to be totally under, not just under your desk?
That's right.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Wow. Blew it.
For $13.47,
I should've
there's
said
no
$1.
way those expensive eggs your husband's cooking, there's
Yeah.
no way they're not sticking to that pan.
Oh, for sure.
For that
Gotta
price,
lather that thing with butter
you
if
have
you want.
to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or
That's the
some
only
type
way.
of non-stick spray.
That's the only way.
Avocado oil, something. Okay, well that concludes The Price is Right.
Woo!
Segment number 3, OP Show. Alicia,
Yeah.
Dorai Home, Tanner, orderprotection.com. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
So, you have 3 cameras here. You've
Yeah.
got America's attention.
Okay.
You've got LinkedIn's attention.
Yep.
What do you want to tell the folks at home, the people listening in,
Yeah.
about your goals at Dorai this year, what you guys
Yeah.
are planning to accomplish, what you're planning to accomplish as an individual?
Well, I think maybe it's helpful just to give because maybe some of you don't know what Dorai Home is, but
Please.
we make instant drying home products that are made with like a proprietary material from diatomaceous earth. So they're essentially like instant drying stones. So imagine a bath mat made of this material, dish drying racks, things what we call sink caddies, which holds like your soaps and stuff, all to alleviate like where mold and bacteria can grow in your home because of moisture or kind of oversaturation in certain places. So what I would mostly say is if you've never heard of Dorai and if you've ever had someone like your significant other shower before you and the bath mat is wet and
Soaked.
soggy,
Gross.
it's such a bad experience. If you've ever stepped on a bath mat in like the middle of the day in a sock and like you're like, why is my sock wet? Now I've changed my socks. Why is this bath mat still wet? We're solving that problem. If you've ever seen like your husband take a rag and wipe the counter and then lay that out and put a clean dish on it, like these are
gross.
all, it's gross.
I do that all the time.
And so we make products that are beautiful, that are sustainable, and that improve some of these, like really solve problems within your home. So I would say check us out. It's really cool stuff. I've been in e-commerce for a long time, and how I came to Dorai was a little bit of like, it takes a lot to kind of surprise you these days, or for you to be like, wow, this is actually really innovative, or this
Yeah.
is actually really cool or unique. Like, I feel like, you kind of have seen it all. At least that's how I feel a lot of the time. So when I met Jason and Kelsey from Dorai, I was like, this is actually really cool. I've had this problem. I want to like get involved in this and help this thing grow. So our goal this year is really around growth, growth of our product line. We're launching a new product on Monday.
Nice. What is it? Can you share?
Yeah, I can share because I don't think this will be out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I mentioned like a dish pad is one of our products. So like using in lieu of a drying rack. A lot of people have like a big clunky drying rack on your counter. It doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Maybe you put it away when you have people over. So our drying racks are much more aesthetically pleasing and they dry rapidly. And so this rack comes with a portion of diatomaceous earth where you can stack things and dry easily. And then it also has a portion that rolls out over your sink.
Oh, yeah.
So you can wash fruit and let it dry there. And if you have a small area where you don't have a ton of counter space, now you can use the over the sink area for drying. And so like a really cool, unique solution that kind of gives some other options for drying and doing so in like a really beautiful but also clean and sustainable way.
I love that.
Yeah, so that comes out this month. It'll actually be out on Monday. And then we've got a bunch of other new products coming out this year. We're planning to grow some sales channels and our team. And just, it's been a really great ride so far. And I think it's just nothing but up from here.
We're rooting for you.
Hey, thank you.
Cool.
Appreciate that.
Well, we'll sign off. Thanks again for coming on.
Absolutely.
And big things coming this year.
Very cool.
Okay.